Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kaiserreich. We are doing very well, but we have not won yet. And the United States is proving to be a tough nut to crack. They've broken through Cleveland, though it does seem like their offensive is running out of steam at least a little bit. We're going to see if we can fill in and... Okay, it looks like they're moving back. I don't know why they're doing that. Go take that territory. We're not looking gifts horses in the mouth. Oh, they moved guys back here. It is what it is. Alright. Okay. We're trying to reconfigure the line while the opportunity is present to do so. This isn't good. I feel like time is kind of on our side. We just need to dig in here. Though actually now is probably a good time to attack. At least with... Yep, we still need fighters. Yellow air is not green air. It's less than ideal, but whatever. Do what we can do. Yeah, again, we can push to the Mississippi. That would be nice. Why does it look like that? Yeah, one of the problems we're running into is... Let me actually look at my infantry division. Field hospital's nice. It's probably part of the reason I'm staying alive so much. We appear to... what would support anti-tank do here? I mean, less breakthrough, less soft attack, less defense, more hard attack. Really would improve my piercing. One second. Excuse me. I mean, do I have the capacity to do this? Requires way less manpower. Way less super heavy howitzer. Will give me additional anti-tank. I should probably do that, but I actually don't know. Gonna declare aggression. The best offense is a good offense. Though I think this is what got me in trouble before. Ah, the troops are coming back from wherever vacation they decided they wanted to go on. Oh, nice. We got a little surroundy surround. That's good. I'm peeling off these guys. Go north to Lansing. It is in your best interest to do that. Because then what we can do is do this. Would love to... This line being immobile is fine. fine with doing that. Alright, well, apparently that's going to be helmet popping good? Okay, we'll take it. That's fine. That's fine by me. How are we doing everywhere else? We're doing alright. We're doing good. But I don't want to overextend my supply lines, because I think... Yeah, they're back. Alright, I think we're gonna maybe call a halt here. As we're reaching the edge of our, viability in terms of this push. Taking Gary would be in our best interest. Maybe taking Chicago. That's good. That's fine. Let's do that. Okay. We're gonna do this. And also we're gonna do this. Apparently, taking Gary is going to be quite different. No, that's not it. Supply. Yeah, our supply situation is probably gonna be fine. May want to back up, though. Louisville, I think, is a supply depot. We just need to overrun these guys quickly. Canadian operative captive. Okay. You guys. You guys. That. That line. Fill it up. Alright. That's in our best interest. You can stop attacking now. Alright, the counterattacks are on their way. Control of Indianapolis is a boon to us, not a bane. Alright, how's that a defeat? Whatever. Our supply situation is less than ideal, but that's okay by me. As long as things don't fall apart, which so far they have not. You can finish redeploying to Cincinnati, you can redeploy to Charleston. Alright. The thing that I need to do now is find my you guys. And go here and supply here. I think that seems right. We're green across the board. Wait, where are we launching attacks? Where else are we launching attacks? Why are we launching attacks here? Why are you doing that? Oh, crap. What? We've been completely outflanked, apparently, in Australia. All right. The fact that there are forces here in Australia is very nice. I'm a big fan of that. Apparently we're getting our metaphorical poo pushed in. We're gonna have to have more flexible cohesion. You, please speedily redeploy to Brisbane. You, your whole deal needs to be more or less defending our interests here in Brisbane. So go here. We're gonna have to hold here. Dude, I do not like having to micro. This front line is terrible, by the way. Like, fighting in Australia is miserable. It's the worst. Absolutely the worst experience. These guys are gonna get overrun, aren't they? I'm gonna have to do this. Like, I don't have a choice. I don't know how much it's even gonna matter. The fact that we're still holding Townsville is nice, and I think we're gonna be able to get to defend the Brisbane line reasonably easily. I mean, if we're gonna be clever about this, it actually is in our best interest to attack here. Because what we want to do is cut off these forces. Okay, it looks like the disaster of disasters has been averted. Okay. Okay. We haven't lost everything. What's going on here? This isn't great. You are in that line. We want to try to push into Gary. I don't like how micromanaging. I don't. The funniest thing is, even if these guys get completely annihilated, they get totally wiped out, it literally doesn't matter at all. Because the only thing that matters is capitulating the United States. The only thing that matters is capitulating the United States. Everything else is irrelevant. Unless I am radically misunderstanding how the game works. I mean, I am also going to just be like, swing for the fences, boys. Because truth is that, the situation here is not necessarily unwinnable. Gonna even slow things down a little bit more. the wrong direction. We really, once we're done in Gary, we really want to take this tile. And now we're going to go back to Australia and say, hey, how are things going here with the Aussies? They're going all right. The thing we want to do is cut these guys off. Because we can do that, and that's very good for us. I'm gonna move my my guys up. And I'm gonna hope that works. And then meanwhile, we're gonna check over in Africa, and yeah, that was about what I expected. Operation 1A has worked fine. Of course it has. I'm gonna declare an assault here, and oh, that's funny. Might, oh, there's not that much defense there. It might just be like, go grab Duluth and Winnipeg. Go, go, go. Go to Minneapolis. Go, go, go. I think we want to, actually, you're way too low. We want to probably engage. Engage on all fronts. If we can slice it that way. How are we doing offensively? Well, let's see, you need to go here. And you can go here. Taking Chicago is actually not mandatory. What we want to do is crunch this bubble. As much as we possibly can. Taking Chicago is nice to enable that to happen, honestly. Alright, we have captured Chicago. But we didn't get our crunch. That's unfortunate. Wow, we have free military factories. More super heavy howitzers. Nope, incorrect. Wow, okay, that's the power of capturing factories. Where do we have close air support? Let's get some more of those and some more transport planes. That'll do. Well, we are making progress. Amphibious drive. Beep beep. Super good light tank, I guess. Alright. I'm fine with you committing troops to terrain I don't care about. All right. Delort all this. And I'm going to give the attack everywhere doctrine order here. And our tank divisions, we want to actually now cross to St. Louis. Meanwhile, we want to kind of smush ourselves up here and kind of spread out across the Great Plains. Like that. It's a little more opportunistic. Meanwhile, we want to sweep south. And I want to launch an attack. I guess we'll just do this. And go my minions. I think we've kind of hit a decisive turning point, but you know, who could say? I feel like we've hit that several times, and the Americans have bounced back. Defensive failure. Defenses are not looking good. Try here. Interesting. We're gonna reduce supply consumption here. We're gonna... You already have reduced supply consumption. I guess we'll produce it more. You know, that only has so much effect. I think we're trying to do is cut off our supply up here in the north. Broadly speaking, it seems to be working. How are we going in Africa? Advancing on all fronts. We're gonna crush them utterly. All that good stuff. Blah, blah, blah. How we doing? Yeah, the green air kind of makes all the difference in the world. If my one recommendation to people would be about like, hey, how do you, like, what's the difference between a successful and a failed armored push, having experienced the joys of both? And the answer to that is green air. You need green air more than you need good tanks. You need green air basically more than you need anything if you're going to be attacking. Like, if you're defending, you can survive with red air. Like, but green air is mandatory for effective aggression. I really hate this Australia front. Like, honestly, if it were truly up to me, what I would be doing is I would pull out of Australia completely at this point. At least at this point, the Japanese are starting to get involved, pulling off a little bit of the struggle from my back. Alright, I think I am going to call it here. Things seem to be going well in the United States. We'll see whether that continues to be true. Things are going badly in Australia, but I think we'll survive. But let's not count our chickens. All right, see you in the next episode. Bye bye.